Hi there, this is Nianell. Thank you so much for having me on onlinemags.co.za. So I was born in Namibia, and I was the only baby in the hospital. And because I was born in Omaruru, it was such a tiny little place. But since I can remember, all I ever wanted to do was sing. My mom said at the age of 3, I already composed my own nursery rhymes. I never wanted to learn the other songs. And so by the time that I matriculated, there was only one thing I was going to do. I had this huge adult voice since I was 6 years old, and I knew I was going to study music. And I thought I was going to go there for 6 months and I'll be famous and then I can go back home. But I soon learned that overnight success takes 15 years. And, you have to be very dedicated to what you do. But the most important quality in my music industry or in my music career or in any career would be to believe in yourself, because whatever you believe is what you will create. My career started out very challenging because I had the belief systems that I have to fight for what I want, and it is hard work, and I have to convince everybody to listen to me, and I always have to prove myself. Because I had those very, very challenging to actually have a breakthrough in the music industry. It took me 10 years being in South Africa before I could actually release an album. I released my first album just before I turned 30. Now they will say that you've passed your sell-by date if you enter the pop idols at 30. So you can see that was the biggest thing for me, just to get my first album out. I had this belief that people didn't want. And because I believed it, people were in resistance. And when I woke up to the fact that I believed this, I could change it, I could clear it. And now I have a different belief system. I believe that people are open, and I have to have faith. I used to think people understand my music. I went to one record label 3 times, and every time they told me, who are we going to sell this music to? There's no market for this music, but it's because I, on some level, believed my music was strange. It's not like the other music, and who's going to listen to it? And when I changed that belief system, that it is possible for people to like my music, I ended up becoming a multi-platinum selling artist in South Africa. And what you believe is the most important in any industry. You are truly your own enemy. There are no enemies out there. There's only one omnipresent power, and that is the power of love and the flow of well-being. Like I said, music is truly the one medium that opens the hearts of people and connect them with the love that they are. The most important thing for me has always been teaching. And if you listen to my music, you'll see that every song has a message. Every song brings you closer to who you are and helps you through a difficult situation. My greatest passion, as much as I love, has always been to uplift and inspire people. So it was only natural that the next step would be to take this music and then just explain further on it, because the songs were written from what I was experiencing. And then I thought, I am now always using my music in my workshop. So I've developed a lot of courses and workshops that assist people, and I use the songs that I wrote to help people open their hearts. So it's not like I'm doing 2 different things. I like to say I'm combining the music and whatever I've learned in my life. And for me, the greatest joy and pleasure is to share what I've learned with other people. So sound is incredibly powerful, and since I was a little girl, I had the gift to hear vibrations and frequencies that was not really audible to the normal ear. I could listen to the vibration of people, and I could actually hear their limiting beliefs, and I could hear the alignment. I can hear if it's not in harmony. So for many years, under the blanket of, I used to call it my angel tongue. One of my albums is called Angel Tongue. In fact, the album called Angel Tongue is the one who got me the 2 SOMA awards, the South African Music Awards. But this language is incredibly healing. I tap into a frequency that I hear, and then I channel and sing these sounds, and I offer sound transformational meditations where people come. I do once a month online one on Facebook so that anyone in the world can join, but I also give live ones in Johannesburg where I stay, and in areas when people invite me to come there. And then in these meditations, I become very quiet and I access the sounds and the frequencies in the room and also from source energy. It is such a wonderful privilege to sing the vibration of the people that's there. I'm basically singing their songs, and it takes them back to places that they remember. Music, do you know how powerful music is? Like when you were maybe a teenager and you fell in love and you heard a song. If you hear that song again in your late 40s, when you hear that song, it takes you back to that moment when you fell in love, it brings back that memory. But we have memories not just from this lifetime, but because we are eternal beings, and so when I access certain frequencies and vibrations, I'll take your soul back to wherever it's been, and wherever healing is needed. And the sound also tunes you in, like you're an instrument. You are actually sound, your vibration, your energy. Sometimes they have real physical pains, aches and pains in their backs or in their bodies. And during the meditation, the pain actually goes away. Sound is an incredibly healing medium, and so I feel so thankful to use this ability as well to help people release what no longer serves, whether it is spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Very powerful healing sessions. Source energy, or the creator, or God, whatever you want to call it, it always just says yes. It always just says yes. The answer is always yes. So if you say I am worthy, the answer is yes. If you say I am loved, the answer is yes. If you say I deserve to receive, the answer is yes. If you say I'm suffering, the answer is yes. If you say there's lack, the answer is yes. So make sure that you are in alignment with what you want. And stop focusing on what you don't want, because the more you focus on what you don't want, the more energy flows towards that. Focus on what you do want, and that will grow. Whatever you focus on will grow. Thank you so much for having me on onlinemags.co.za.